Hey guys, Jen Brown here with GymRa. Today I've got a 15-minute booty workout. It's my favorite thing to do, so let's get it going. Let me break down the class for you. We'll start with our warm-up. Then we have 10 exercises. Each one will do right around 45 seconds with a 15-minute break so I can demo the next movement. Regarding equipment, you'll want your mat, your band if you have one. If not, you can do everything we're doing without one, no problem at all. Let's get started. So we're bringing our heels in, our toes out, wider than the hips. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward in front of your hips, and then bring them up to shoulder height as you lengthen to stand. Just drop and lift. So getting some movement into the hips here. Inhaling and exhaling. You know I love my bar, so gotta have some dance-inspired movement in this workout, but not too much. Give me 4 more here. Here's 3 and 2. On 1, arms forward, just a little pulse down. Now while you do that, just bring the arms one over the other, starting to get a little bit into the upper body here. 8 more, we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows hug in. Your right arm reaches just the right. Reach up and over. Feel the waistline opening up. We go for 4, then we take it to the left. In 2, in 1. Left side, let's go. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, inhale. Can you make it a little crunch as you draw your elbow in for 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Now turn your toes forward, your heels back. Bend your knees, send your hips back, palms front of your chest. Now we press hips as we bend into the right knee and then take it to the left. So we're shifting our hips side to side. I want you feeling those glutes right away, because I do. Then you add some arm movement. So you reach for your opposite ankle. Reach, reach. Keep it going, guys. We are moving on in right around 10 seconds, going to our first exercise of the day. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. No band needed with your first one. Your feet a little wider than your hips. Just some simple squats. I want you to start to really activate the glutes here. Press them back. Find an extra squeeze at the top. Let's rock and roll. Inhale and exhale. Now notice your heels pressing down into the mat. As you shift your hips back, you're feeling your hamstrings. And your hamstrings where they connect to the base of the seat. So we're working that long line. Keep it going, guys. Whew. So heart rate, definitely elevated, and it will stay so during this workout. Even though it's not a cardio-focused workout, we're moving fast. So it's really effective. In 15 minutes, you're getting a really good workout in. Here's your 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's grab your band. All right, band, bring it above your knees, around your thighs. And from there, we're just taking some step outs. So one side and the other. So we're finding that same squat, alternating legs. Right and left. Notice your belly hugging in and back, your knees tracking in the direction of your toes, hips back, big breaths here. You guys may start to hate me during the next exercise. It's a killer. It's so effective. One of my favorites. I'll show you in about 15 seconds. Keep it going, guys. So you can find your own pace. You can go a little faster than me. You can go slower. See what works for you. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Now separate your feet. They're wider than the hips. Slight turn out of the toes. Bend the knees. You're taking 2 knee presses out and 2 hip pulses down. That's it. Out, out, down, down. Now you're staying low And after you press those knees out, you're keeping them out. So you're fighting against that extra resistance of the band the whole time. And just like I mentioned before, no band, no problem. Is that a saying? If it's not, we should make it a thing. Let's put it on t-shirts, little tourist thing. Keep it going, guys. Can you get a little bit lower here? Let's get the most out of our time together. You're going so strong already. You've got 10 seconds to go and then we're moving right along. Here's 4, 3, 2, standing on up. Your right leg is stepping behind your left. You're maintaining that slight turnout for a curtsy and then a lateral lift with the right leg. So curtsy, lift. You can take any arm variation. I like to simply bring my hands to my hips as I lift my leg. It's more about the squeeze and the length in the leg than it is the height. Just feel that squeeze. Let that leg just get a little movement. If this bothers your low back, hinge forward or don't go as deep. This is for everybody, this workout. You've got right around 15 seconds to go, and then you know what's happening. We've got 2 legs. Here's your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. So we keep that little turnout in the right, step back with the left for our curtsy, and then lengthen that leg. So you step and lift. Doesn't need to be a huge lift, especially if you've got that tight band on. So it's more about the resistance. It's more about that squeeze, that control that you're finding. You're bending both knees as you curtsy. Keep it going. So good, guys. Now this is a short workout, so believe it or not, you're almost there. Let's keep working hard. Right around 15 seconds to go. Yes, team. So good. Here's 3, 2, and 1, and you're done. Meet me down on your mat, please. Tabletop position. So we're starting with the right leg. It's a lift, and then a double pulse, and then you tap it down. That's it. So lift, pulse, down. Lift, pulse, tap. Now make sure your elbows are soft, your chin away from chest. You're hugging your belly in, and your hips are square. Not arching or rounding through the back, keeping it stable by pressing down into your right palm and using your abs here. Keep it up. You've got right around 10 seconds to go. Now I need to warn you, we're staying on this leg for the next move, and then we double up and do both on the left. Last one right here. Next move, it's 1 lift and then 1 kick to the right. So we lift and we kick. Doesn't need to be super speedy, and you'll feel your oblique here as well, so that's a good thing. Lift and kick. Lift and kick. If you prefer to come down to your left forearm, please feel free to do that. That's a great place to go. And kick. Squeeze up, squeeze to the side. So now focusing a little more on that outer hip, outer glute area. And you've got right around 15 seconds to go. Hang on. This is a quick workout. You'll be stretching in no time. I promise you that. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next exercise, we're doing both of those left side. So we start in our tabletop. It's our lift, our pulse, and our tap down. Let's find it. Lift, pulse, tap. So make sure you've still got that same alignment. Your wrists are under your shoulders, your navel drawing in and up. You're not moving the back a lot, so the movement instead is coming from the glutes, the hamstrings. You've got a big bend in your left knee. So the more you draw your heel in towards your hip, the more you are engaging your hamstring, which we definitely want. We're at about 15 seconds to go. Keep it up. And can you take a moment just to be proud of yourself for showing up? It's not easy. We are all so busy, and it's harder and harder to find time throughout the day to yourself. Last one right here. Moving right along. It's one lift and one kick to the left. Lift up top and kick left. Same thing applies here. If you'd like to come down to your right forearm, you can. Either one of those is okay. Feel that squeeze and press. Lift and kick. Exhale on the exertion. Notice your obliques absolutely working here, along with that outer hip, that shelf of the booty that we all want to work. Up and out. Woo, this band is killer. Oh my gosh, so effective. All you need is 15 minutes, that's it, to work the body, to do something for you. Way to go, guys. Bring it up. You've got 2. And last one right here. All right, guys, come on up. So here's where we're going now. We're on our back, and you're turning your toes out. Lift your toes up, your heels are in, and your knees are wider than your hips. Your hands next to your hips, 2 pulses up with the hips, 2 presses out with the knees. Lift and lift, press out, press out. So your hips are hovering here. Keep it going. Now I have some good news for you. Can you guess what it is? Have you been keeping track? Have you been counting? This is your last exercise. We're cooling it down after this. So give me everything you've got here. Let's get the most out of our time together. Can you pause at the top, at the edge of every movement? Squeeze, press, press, pause, lift, lift, pause. Ooh, I love this band work. We have 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Hug your knees into your chest. Take that band off. Good news, right? You were waiting for it to see if I was lying. Band is coming off here. Start with a happy baby. Press your knees wide, your feet facing the sky, and your palms either on the soles of your feet or maybe your ankles, your shins. Rock it out. And then we start with a figure 4 stretch. So right heel over left thigh. Interlace your hands behind the left leg. Now you can do that behind the shin or the hamstring. The shin makes it a little more challenging here, a little deeper of a stretch. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then you release it, send your right leg long or bend it, and send your left leg up towards the sky. Point and flex your toes a few times. Bring your hands behind the leg and just walk up the leg like it's something that's helping you stretch. Bring it back down, bend both knees, switch sides. So start with your figure 4 stretch. Ooh, feeling this one. Left heel over right thigh, hands behind the leg. Take your option. Flex your feet and hug the knee in towards your hip. Don't mind me, I'm just sunbathing. It's a beautiful day here in sunny Southern California. Take a big breath in and then slowly release. Left knee can bend or lengthen on the mat. Right leg up towards the sky. Point and flex a few times. Wiggle out the ankle. Hand behind the thighs and crawl up the backs of the legs. And then slowly come back down. Hug your knees to chest. Begin to rock up and down a couple of times. Meet me seated on your mat. Take a big breath in. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, pull your hands down to your heart. You should be so, so proud. I'll see you soon.